Practice for 6 minutes and we are live. Watch out for the cable. We are here, CtD Challenge Match on a Friday night. We got some smack talk going on. They wanted me to go live, so we are live. Live and ready for showtime. I got the man himself, Ron Hickland Sr. with me in the booth. That's a good way to start.
Wow.
See, you guys are being inappropriate. Why would you think about that?
Why would you say that, Dustin? Why would you say it? I got Ron Hickland Sr. in me. What are we doing over here? What are we doing? This is the wrong. This is not the way. You went to the challenge match. This is not how it's going down.
CtD Challenge Match after dark is not happening. So let's go ahead and move on from that. We got Ron Hickland Sr. in the booth.
Mom, you was on camera.
That was a good try.
You're live.
Senior, did you like that one? That was pretty good.
It was pretty good. Look, let me tell you, I need to see where everybody's from because, we have a lot of staffers in the group, a lot of people that are just watching to see the match. I need to see where y'all from. I want to know where everybody's from.
Where are y'all from? Let us know in the chat while these guys get warmed up. We have CtD Staffer Ryan Conner from Walla Walla, Washington. Here.
You just like to say that.
Yeah, I do. And then we got Mr. Ron Hickland Jr. So let's know where y'all are from. We got an Albany, New York. Whoa. New Jersey, Chicago, Hanover, DC Metro. Whoa, they're going real fast. I have no clue. Oh, that was the first state capital of Indiana. What was the first state capital of Indiana?
The first state capital of Indiana was Walla Walla, Washington.
Sydney, Australia. Thank you for joining. That's awesome. Hopkinsville. We know where that's at. It's like we're there now. Boise. Jerry Brown. Illinois.
Hey, I just wanted to say it's 10% off tonight.
All right. So going off of that, there will be a discount code for either 10% off if Ron wins, and if Ryan wins, there will be a code for 20% off. That code will be live for about 2 hours after the live stream is finished, and we will put that code in the live stream here, so viewers of the live stream know what that code is, because that code is specifically for people that watch the stream. So we're going to let these guys finish up their practice session here. So let's talk about the patterns here. So we got Wall Street V2 on 1 and 2, and Eiffel Tower on 3 and 4. No nickel, no nickel, no nickel.
Should have spin, should have fall. Call it.
Eiffel Tower on lanes 3 and 4. So Eiffel Tower is 48 feet, 26 mils. So there's definitely going to be a little bit of an out of bounds to the right. But we'll see how these guys attack it once they get there. Obviously, we have one righty and one lefty, so they're not going to be able to make a lot of transition on the lanes. So we'll give these guys about another minute, and we'll get started with our first challenge match of the week. So we have a lot of matches coming up this week. I'm actually going to go ahead and put those on the screen now. So we have the match tonight, obviously. We have a match tomorrow, a match Monday, a match Wednesday, and a match Thursday. So lots of CtD Challenge matches coming down the pipe. Now, Senior, do you know the only way to get into a challenge match drawing? What's the only way to get into a drawing?
They got to be in that raffle.
They got to be in the raffle in the staff group.
My question is, how many times does the group that's watching want to only get 10% off? Because I'm telling you tonight, it's 10% off.
All right. Not even through frame one, and we got some smack talk flying, but that's how we like to see it. So run.
All day long, 10% off.
To it. We're not two frame one, so we got.
Can I ask a question? Am I allowed?
Huh?
I was just checking. I mean, we're in practice. It's early. I was just checking. I mean, 10% off is a good deal. You know what I'm saying? So, like, as long as you're expecting 10% off, you won't be disappointed. Mm-hmm. That's all I was saying. Now, Ryan may have something else to say about that. But I'm telling you, 10% off is a good deal.
So let me just tell you, Ryan's got some friends watching.
Does he?
Everyone's saying you're in trouble, and it's going to be 20% off tonight.
The only thing that's going to be 20% off is how many matches you have to watch tonight.
Are you guys ready to go? All right, let's do it.
Bing, bing.
Get this show on the road. No ears are going to be lost in this match here. So it is 7 o'clock. You know what that means? It's showtime. Oh, time for that whooping, Ryan says. So Ron's going to go ahead and throw his first shot here. Looks like he's throwing the IQ Tour, one of his favorites. Obviously, one of the favorites of many. That ball has been in the line for a long, long time. So how do the matches get set up? So you have to win a drawing in the staff group, which means you have to be a member of CtD staff. And you can join the staff on ctdbowling.com. And then once you get in the raffle and you win, we will work with you to set up a time and a date to get you here to the CtD Education Center in Hopkinsville, Kentucky. So we got a nice little 9 spare up on the board. Ryan's going to step up. He is throwing the Black Widow 2.0. Got through it. Got the 10 pin out. It's a good shot. Try to catch an early double. Oh, ring 10. A great shot. Great shot out there. Just did not get that ring and 10 pin out. So if you're in that situation, Senior, let me ask you. If you're in that situation, ring 10, are you gonna make a move or are you gonna stay there?
I think I'm gonna stay there another time, another try at it, because it was just a ringer there. You know, it wasn't flat. The ball looked good, really going in there.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change right at the moment.
Yeah, I would agree.
I had to play it again.
I would agree. I'm sticking with that. I'm not doing anything. I'm just gonna trust another good shot, and then maybe if I ring 10 again, I might try something new. But it's early, so nothing to be thinking about right now. So Ron left that ring 7-pin on his first shot. Gonna try to step back up and throw a good one.
Yeah.
He liked that off his hand.
Let that come off his hand.
It was a great shot. So they can see the lines that are on the lanes right now. It's very faint, but they can see them. So we're going to go ahead and actually reset our lines. So we had some lines in practice. So we're going to go ahead and reset those. And once they move to 3 and 4, we'll go ahead and take a look at those. So that, if you watch that ball motion, that labored a little bit. So left that flat 7-pin.
All right.
Spare. And one recently new renovation, you could say, is the CtD Education Center got some new flooring in the bowling area. So bowling was shut down for a little while, but we're back with some really, really good improvements to the EC. Ryan gonna step up after that ring 10. Oh, got it out. Got it out.
That must have been the fingers on that one there.
Yeah.
So did this show that you ran? So if you keep leaving the ring 10, I'm either a little high, 4-pin. I'm going to probably either, if I leave 1, I'm going to throw a good shot. If I leave 2 or 3 in a row, I'm going to start just inching my way just a little left. Now, if it's a flat 10, that means that the ball probably does not have any entry or enough entry angle to get through the pins. So if I flat 10, I'm moving right. Ring 10, more than once or twice in a row, I'm going to move right or move left. Excuse me. Senior, you want to play a game called Guess What He Left? All right, so take a look at the specto data, listen to the sound, guess what he left. If anything. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. X marks the spot. And after Ron throws a shot, we'll get a little score update. We're actually even through 3 frames here. Yeah.
You like that one. So a little score update. Both have 60 in the 3rd frame, but assuming these guys both strike out, the ball is in Ron's court as he has a double up right now. I want to play again. Guess what? Ryan left.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A half. A quarter. And strike. Really good shot. That shot was really good. Ryan stepping up with that Black Widow 2.0. Looks like another. Ooh, that hooked really early. That hooked really early.
He did get it out like he got the one on lane 2.
Yeah.
It kind of seemed more like he kind of tugged it a little more inside.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he might have got it to the right just a little early. But I'd be interested to see if he makes an adjustment off that shot.
3 times with that, right?
Right. So if I'm in that situation, I'm thinking I might have got it just a little right too early, I should say. And I'm going to trust to project the next shot, but not over project. That's a common error amongst bowlers, is to over adjust when you only need to adjust a little bit. That's a great shot. Great shot. So if I'm Ryan in that situation, I'm going to just get up, trust a good shot. Or if I feel like I need to make a move, I'll go ahead and make a move. But 9 times out of 10, I'll probably just go up and trust a good shot. How about you, Senior?
Yeah, I'm going to trust a good shot first. And then if it doesn't work, then I'm going to make an effort to make a little move. Try something different.
Now, how much of a move would you make? Like a 2-1?
I would go a 2-1.
Another good shot. 4-bagger up. If you're just tuning in, first of all, thank you for coming to the Friday night CtD Challenge Match. We got Ryan Conner from Walla Walla, Washington, and Ron Hickland Jr. as the challenger. And I have Ron Hickland Sr. in the booth with me. Oh.
Now, Dustin, when they leave that 7-pin, the right-hander, what's going on?
So, in terms of adjustments, I'm gonna probably, I don't know, like, see, that was a Swisher, like,
that was a
Swisher
Swisher
7.
there.
So I'm probably going to go ahead and maybe bump my feet just a 1 right. Like, you saw, like, it hit really light and didn't get the 7 out. So I believe that happens because the head pin goes around the 7-pin too fast, so it does not get it out. I could be wrong, but I believe that is why that happens.
Okay.
So let's get a score update here. Ron's got 60 in the third on a 4-bagger. Ryan has 119 in the 6th with a spare in the 7th. This game is by no means over, so still a lot of opportunity for Ryan to get some pins up there and make a comeback.
Got that in.
That was definitely further in.
Yeah.
Got it out.
Good job. Made an adjustment on that one a little bit. He got in a little bit more.
Yeah,
Carries.
definitely further in from the last shot on that lane.
Out farther.
Well, there's the opportunity that is knocking at the door. Still a lot of game left, so Ron's going to step up. For sure get count here, maybe try to go for it, but if I'm Ron, I'm definitely going to guarantee myself at least one here. Ooh, just missed it. All right, so this game has changed up a little bit. Ron can max for 234, and Ryan can max for 229. So lots of game left for these guys. Both these guys need to put up 2 great shots. Why do you, let's see.
There it is.
Yep.
Great shot. Great shot. So why do Ryan and Ron walk in front of the ball return? So the reason they do that is because we have some camera cords and actually the computer that Senior and I are currently sitting at in the way. But there is enough room to get through going behind, but it's a lot more comfortable for these guys to just go in front of the ball return. This is game 1. Hook. Oh, he didn't like that. Hey. Doesn't matter how they fall. It's that they fall.
Okay, Dustin. Okay. Connor going up on his 10th frame on this left lane, lane 1.
Yep.
He made the adjustment last time. What do you think he's going to do on this shot here? It's an important shot here.
Yeah, I mean, if I am Ryan right now, I'm stepping up to throw just a good shot. The last one was good, so I'm just gonna trust a good shot and see what it can do. That was oh. Good spare. So 208 still out there. So he's going to make Ron fill the frame. So that's important. Like, I mean, it's not a gimme. That's for sure. That was a fill ball.
Yep.
Trying something new. That looked pretty good. The nuclear cell. Yeah, this match is best of 5. So these guys will go from 1 and 2 after game 2. So they'll bowl 2 games on 1 and 2. 10 pin or 7 pin, excuse me. Then they'll go to 3 and 4, and then bowl 2 more games if necessary, and then they'll come back to 1 and 2 if they need a game 5. So best of 5 match, first to 3. So Ron does need to make this spare. And he made it. Doesn't matter how you make it, it's that you make it.
Take that deep breath. Yeah. Good match. Good match. By both of them. Ron's getting ready on his final shot in the 10th to change to a different ball to see what kind of reaction he get on it, since it's a fill ball.
He's actually trying another IQ tour.
Oh, yeah, it mixes them up a little bit there. All right. One match out of the way.
Ron 214, Ryan 208. So Ron is up 1-0. So we'll go ahead and go right into game 2.
Still a good match all the way around there, Dustin, because, still a very close match. It was all the way
Oh, yeah.
to the 10th, and either one had the chance of who could get the most strikes to carry out.
Yeah, these the first game, they were both clean except the one from
Ooh,
Ron.
that was a good hit there.
3-7. What is Eiffel Tower like? So Eiffel Tower is 48 feet and 26 mils. So pretty hard, long pattern. But patterns like that generally like to open up after the fresh. Hey, Rich, thanks for joining in. Team Don Q. I'd rather not think about Don Q right now. That man, Little left with that pitch, but I think he's in the right ball now, especially on that lane.
Yeah.
I think it'll be interesting to see if he goes back to the widow on the right lane. But we will have to wait and see. Give it a chance. Oh, great try at it. Still early.
Don't stay with the other ball. I can go back to the widow yet.
All right, so he is going to stay with the nuclear saw. I do like that. I don't generally like to throw 2 different balls if I don't have to, but that's a good plan to get him lined up on the right lane. Oh, flat 10. But I do think those 2 shots gave Ryan a good read for this next game. Going from ball to ball isn't the easiest thing to do. So if he goes those first 2 frames with that ball, he went high on the left lane and little flat on the right lane. So he's actually taking that to the bag, and it ain't coming out again, it looks like.
Probably gonna go back with a little black widow. All right.
Good shot.
It looked like Ron went back to the first IQ that he was throwing, right?
Yeah, I do
The
think
original
so.
that he was throwing.
I do
The other
think
one looked like the other one that he was throwing in the field ball the first game. Looked like it had a little bit more surface on it
Yeah.
than the other.
Yeah, I do think he either
saw something and decided not to throw it, or he just felt more comfortable going to the other one. So what's the difference between a ringing and a flat 10? So a ringing 10 pin is when the 6 pin flies around the 10 pin, and a flat 10 is when the 6 pin goes into the gutter.
Oh, baby, let's go.
Oh. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So anyways, a ring 10, I'm going to move a board left on a ring 10. If I leave multiple ring 10s, I should say. If it's a flat 10, I'm going to move a board right. So Ryan is actually making a ball change to the phase 3. Something a little weaker than the nuclear cell. So I think it'll be interesting to see what that ball does. I think he's headed in the right direction.
That's pretty good little shot there.
That was
A 10 back.
that's what you call ace.
Ball seemed to be just a little bit more smoother and a little bit more container. You know, the other ball he was throwing looked like it jumped just a little bit more on the back end. This is sort of stayed the core.
Yeah, so the nuclear cell overall is stronger. So when it does see the friction, it's going to be more amplified as opposed to something like the phase 3, a little weaker. It's going to be more of a continuous type ball motion, which is what Ryan really needs right now. That was a great shot. Great shot. So the Pro Amboline does play a little longer than the SPL. The SPL is a higher friction surface, and it's going to be more defined the more friction you have.
Countdown.
Good shot.
Looked like Ron was a little softer with that shot there too.
Yeah, I would.
You know, they all went down.
I would agree with that. Looked like he kind of just let it roll.
Just let it roll.
Wasn't super aggressive. Yeah, I would agree that that's a lot better ball reaction for Ryan. Like that phase 3 does look really good.
Yeah.
I will give a score update after Ryan throws his 2 shots here. So he got that to the right early, and it blended it out. So that's exactly what he wants, and he's kind of got the game face going on. Like he's focused. That's exactly what needs to happen. But here's the score update for game number 2. Ryan has 58 in the third. Ron has 80 in the third. Both have doubles up, so Ron has the slight advantage of 22 pins. Oh, a great shot. Absolutely great shot.
I think he kind of really wanted that one there.
Yeah, he definitely wanted that one, and it was a great shot.
All right.
That's right. That's right. So we're going to go ahead and clear lane 1 off. and we're going to play. Guess what he left? Guess what he left here on this next shot. Guess what he left? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. He left the flat 7-pin. Oh, got a lot of X's up there. X, 7-pin. David was right. A bunch of pins. Good spare. Leaving a 9-pin for a right-handed bowler means too much entry angle most of the time. Actually, I shouldn't say most of the time. I should say pretty much all the time. And we'll get a little score update here as we make our way into the 7th frame after Ron throws this shot.
Yeah.
Great shot. So we got 107 in the 5th for Ryan on a spare in the 6th. And Ron had 129 in the 5th. 9 spare in the 6th for 149 with a strike in the 7th. Still a game out there.
Yes, it is. A lot of game left, too.
Oh, yeah. Both these guys can shoot decent 200s. Ryan's got 247 out there, and Ron's got 269. That's a great shot. That ball.
Great shot there.
Ball was great.
Safe rain is an important shot for him here.
Oh! He said, I'll take it one time. He said, I'll take a number 4 with extra trip, please. So, unless you have twisters, then you leave 9s for no reason except for deflection differences. I would have to respectfully disagree. 9 pins are generally caused by too much entry angle. So I don't believe that deflection differences are what cause the 9 pins. What's the house shot length? I believe it is 42 feet. $40 feet. House shot length, Wall Street V2 is 40 feet.
It's 40.
40 feet.
All right.
Spare. Ain't messing around, hooking at it. So you, Senior, you have a better view on that lane than I do. Was that a good shot, or did he lose his ball reaction?
He lost the ball reaction on there. I didn't think that was a very good shot.
Okay.
It was a little off a little bit with it.
All right. So Ron's going to step up and throw a good shot, and then we'll give a score update after Ron throws his shot. So we got another close game here.
That's a good shot.
That hooked. That hooked. So, see the score there, 186 in the 8th, with a 7 up on the 9th for Ron. So we're going to go ahead and let him shoot the spare. Missed. So the door is open. The door is open. Ron can punch for 223 for game 2, and Ryan has 247 out there. I've left more 7 pins as a right-hander this year. So it depends, like, if you are... Oh, good shot. It depends, like, the racks sometimes have something to do with it. It depends, like, if you're going Swisher 7 or, like, you're hitting the pocket, like, flush and you're leaving a 7 pin. So it really does matter there. Good spare.
This is going to go right down into the 10th frame.
It is going right into the 10th frame. We'll give another score update here in just a moment. So Ryan does have 176 in the 8th right now. So if he puts a strike up, ball's in his court. Oh, great shot.
Great shot.
Absolutely great shot. All right. Let's go ahead and see what Ryan can do here. Oh, little light. Little light.
Then he kind of got that out like father, too.
Yeah.
There, I think he kind of revved up on it a little bit.
Yep.
Yep. And he just didn't get the finish.
Might have got it to the right. And might have got it slightly further to the right. Good shot. Good spare. And that puts Ryan at 216, which is going to force Ron to step up and double. Let's see. The last time on this lane, Ron went 9 spare. Frame before that was 9 spare. Strike, strike. So we've gotten 2 strikes in this lane and 2 9 spares.
That was a good shot.
Yeah.
Good shot.
It's a very important shot right here.
Yep. I mean, he needs this if he wants.
Just move and stroke it.
Yeah, if he wants to win this game,
Yep.
he needs to. He needs to step up and get all 10. If not, it's a W in the column for Ryan.
It's a good shot.
Oh, little light. Little light. A lot of 9. And we are all tied up. So do you think Ron just got a little quick
think he was
There.
quick on that one there. The
Yeah.
other one was, really kind of smooth, whatever. Looked like he got just a little quick on that
Yep.
one there.
So game 2, 213 for Ron, 216 for Ryan. So we are tied up 1-1. So these guys are going to go ahead and get squared away on lanes 3 and 4. So let's actually put the camera on 1 and 2 and talk about
Both of them close.
what we got out here. So we had clutch going the whole time for that match. It's going to be a little bit of a mess, but you can still see kind of where Ron and Ryan were throwing on lanes 1 and 2. So, I mean, these guys are I know it doesn't look like it, but these guys are pretty accurate. There's lots of lines out there, some spare shots. So you can see that Ryan was pretty consistent around 15. You can see that especially on lane 2. He did have some issues on lane 1 getting lined up when he went from the the widow to the nuclear cell to the phase 3. So his lines are a little wider when he was making that move, and you can see Ron's lines on the left, of course. So let's see if we got any questions. He got pumped and overthrew it. I would agree.
Yep.
I would agree. So these guys are going to go ahead and get lined up on lane 2 or lane 3 and 4, the second pair of our match tonight. So we're going to go ahead and make sure this camera gets moved slightly, and we'll have a little bit of a Ron cam on the left side.
3 and 4.
So we're going to 3 and 4. These guys are going to get some warm up with the lights on. So we're going to get squared away. These guys are going to head on over to 3 and 4, which is Eiffel Tower. So we'll leave them to practice for just a little while, and then we'll go ahead and get started.
The blue surface.
We need disco bowling, Brian says.
I think this is going to be we're shooting spares.
Oh, yeah. Ron bringing out something a little,
Yeah, the blue surface is a bit stronger.
little chunky. Ron said that might be a little too much.
It saw blood in the water, and it was a shark.
Yeah, Ron did throw that ball in the parking lot. I watched him roll it down the parking lot about 3 or 4 times. So that's why it looks like that. Nah, he did some service prep before the match today. So yeah, I think it might have been a little too far in the volume for that ball specifically.
I bet it probably come into play.
Yeah.
About a second game.
Yeah, I mean, I might try to actually throw that UFO, see if I can make a hook spot for me, and I'll throw the B2 there. Oh, way right. But hey, doesn't matter how you get there.
Off of that one.
Have you guys switched lanes yet? You good? All right, so Ryan will start match number 3 here. He will actually go ahead and start both matches both games on this lane, on these lanes, I should say. Ron does not have a parallax. I think he's going to throw the V2. And Ryan is throwing the Web MB.
Good luck.
He said good luck.
Oh, good luck. Good luck.
So we are not in practice.
No.
Start 10 back. That's how you start off a match. 10 back. So we are now on Eiffel Tower for our challenge pattern for tonight. 48 feet, 26 mils. These guys are gonna have to let their balls do the work here.
Yeah! McDonald break for the day.
Senior said, McDonald's break of the day. So Ron's gonna step up on lane 4. Wonder if he cut that one short. So wonder if he's gonna try to throw the same shot because lane 4 inherently does have more friction than lane 3 just because of the lane surface. So He looks like he actually pulled that one just a smidge.
Looks like on this pair here, he's lofting the ball a whole lot more, and he wasn't doing this on 1 and 2.
Yeah,
You know,
I do think that might come back to hurt him because
you rip a bit and just let the ball roll nice and smooth on down there.
Yeah, like like this.
Yeah.
This pattern, you want to get the ball on the lane, give it a chance. Right.
Yeah. You won't
Yeah.
You won't get on that road. That's the wrong pattern. Yeah.
That was a good shot. Light mixer. That's what you need. Take advantage of those. And come over to lane 4. Throwing that web MB.
Yeah.
Good shot. Good shot. So Ryan's starting with the front 3. So it'll be interesting to see what Ron does here to, 1, fix that miss of his last shot, and then 2, make sure he doesn't cut it short and get it in that volume. Grab that one, missed right. So I do think it's interesting that Ron went ahead and is going to throw that V2. I do think that he might need something with a little bit more surface.
Yeah.
He does have an arrow, but that looks like it does have a lot more surface than the UFO does. So I know
he could probably make a board or 2 move with it though and be fine. At
Yeah.
least you know they're just going to come to the pocket.
Yeah, I think so. If he wants to throw, if Ron wants to throw that ball, he's definitely going to have to, 1, close down the angles a little bit and just let it work. Ryan is throwing the Web MB. Ron is throwing the Vortex V2. That was a good shot. Much better shot. Kept those angles closed. Let it work. And I'm going to see if he can start building on that little strike there. Jared, we appreciate that. Thank you for kind words. We did have some renovations going on the past couple weeks here at the EC. They are all done now, all cleaned up and ready for bowling again. Oh, flat 10. Flat 10. But that was a great shot. Great shot. 220 people watching with us tonight. We appreciate you all coming down on a Friday night, spending some time with us at the CtD Education Center for this challenge match. Might be something on the floor over there. Robert, yeah. Ryan is actually from Washington. He flew in today, got into Nashville, and we came up, got a little time to get settled in, and he is here for the challenge match. Oh, he looked like he might have slipped just a little bit there.
Yeah, it did look like he did that. That one wasn't as smooth as his last shot either, you know.
Yeah,
I think he really wanted that one, you know, and he kind of looked like he rushed it a little bit though.
Yeah, I do think that's correct. He looked like he might have got it just a smidge quick, so got to the line a little early. So that's caused him just to slip up a little bit. But a good spare. Is the Jackal Legacy the strongest ball out right now? I would say no. The reality is pretty strong. The obsession is pretty strong. But it all depends on the environment too that the ball's being thrown on.
Okay, Dustin, we see where that Ron is going back to the more surface ball. Which ball is that he's going back to right now to throw? That he threw once in practice.
He's throwing the UFO.
Okay.
He's going to have to give that ball a chance.
I think he can make a little adjustment.
Yeah, I mean that's what type of ball motion he needs right now.
Mm-hmm. I would agree.
So he's going to have to either one, get more aggressive, or two, move right and just open up his angles just a little bit. He's got all that surface, so he's going to get some recovery. It's just a matter of being in the right part of the lane. Whether it be physically or
all right,
moving. So a little score update. So we got 97 in the fourth for Ryan and 78 in the fourth for Ron. So Ryan has that 19 pin advantage right now, but lots of game left. So we're going to see what these guys can do the last 6 frames.
To the V2?
Yeah, he went back to the V2. So it looks like he's going to that's got to hook a little bit. Great shot. Great shot. Yeah, so he knows because of the surface, the lane surface, that he's going to have something that helps. So yeah, so he threw the UFO on the left lane and the V2 on the right lane. All right, we're going to be getting a little guess what he left action going here.
Game time.
Throwing that WebMB. What did he leave? I think the sound of that shot makes it pretty obvious that I'm not even going to do the countdown. 10 back. That was a great shot. Lots of X's up there. Graham said he got 5 X's. That'd be pretty impressive. Do it in one frame. It's a massive double right here if he can get it. Oh, the higher friction surface coming into play again. Both of those shots looked pretty good.
Looked like he kind of lofted that one a little bit more than the other one. The other one was a lot more smoother coming out of it there.
Yeah.
But I think also thinking on the strike though, hey, I really want to get this one here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like that would have been for Ryan. That would have been an absolutely massive double. Oh no! Oh no! The game's not over. Lots of game left. Now this is a big double right here. If Ron can get it, he went back to the V2. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I'm not entirely sure why he went back to the V2. I know. Judging by the last shot, he did leave 2 up there. So I think it's interesting that he did leave, or he did not go back to the UFO. What's up, Lamar? Thanks for joining in. Oh, no, he missed it. All right. Little score update action. 124 in the 7th for Ron, 145 in the 7th for Ryan. So Ryan's got an advantage going in the last 3 frames.
Go ahead.
Balls on 3.
Say again.
Balls on 3.
Okay.
We got our trusty mechanic back there helping us. If anything goes wrong, waiting for those balls to come back, but they'll be back any moment. Yeah, the Jackal Legacy is strong, but from a front to back standpoint, I do not believe it's the strongest ball in the market right now. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Good shot.
Yes.
Yeah, he knows that
This way.
he knows that lane is lane 3 is an issue, and I do really think that I do think that he needs to throw the UFO on that lane.
I would agree with that.
Yeah. Just so if you were in that situation, you don't have good ball reaction on lane 3, and you have the UFO, which we've seen Ron throw. Are you gonna throw the UFO? That looks a little in. Oh, caught that volume. 10 back. If you're gonna throw the UFO, are you gonna try to be more aggressive with the ball speed, or are you gonna move in and just let it work?
I'm going to move in and let it work first. Is what I want to see what the reaction would give me first, as opposed to try to go with more aggressive ball speed.
Mhm.
Just let the ball do what it's designed to do and see if it takes them out for me.
Yep.
By me moving in.
The pattern is 48 feet. Looks like he might have slipped again. All 10. Brooklyn. So we got 145 on a double and 124 on a strike. So Ron's going to have to take that UFO, and it'll be interesting to see what he does.
I can strike out for 214. Ryan's already marking it 210.
And I don't know if I said 245 for Ryan. He can actually punch for 235.
I still think in that lane, a couple more board adjustments with it. I think he could really line up on that lane with that ball.
Balls on 3. Get that ball coming back. So Ron can shoot this spare. If he makes a spare, he can max for 194. Ryan still got 235 out there if he punches out. And missed it. So this game is all but over. 9-0 for Ryan would be 192. So this is another W in the Ryan column. So this is going to be actually not the 10th frame Ron really wants, because he wants to have the 10th frame on the left lane
Right.
for sure.
So, Dustin, what would you do different on lane 3 if you know that you're having trouble with that lane there right now?
So from what I'm seeing right now, I do think that Ron does need to throw the UFO, but he needs to make a substantial move, like a 4 and 2 at least, because that, like, the last shot he threw with the UFO, it looked good, but it did go high. So it'll be interesting to see what he actually does.
I would stick with it on that lane 3 though, but I would like to say, you're saying 4-2. I would probably move 4-2 also to see, because he's got the one lane down, and this one is definitely different, and so you need to just do something to see if it's going to make that difference on that other lane.
Yeah, I would agree. So he's going to try the Hellraiser return on the right lane just to get another read. He knows the V2 does look good. It's just that left lane, man. That looked pretty good.
Pretty good.
He said, "Uh-oh."
That looked pretty good.
Yeah, it looked good. Now it's just a function if he can do it on the left lane.
Yep.
He didn't have anything to worry about on the right lane that last game, but the left lane was the issue. And trip 4. All right, so score of game number 3. 172 for Ron. We'll let Ryan finish out his game here. And he's going to be in the 230s.
Good shot.
So Ryan is up 2-1 for the race to 3. One more game, and this match is his. So 235 for Ryan out there for game number 3. Good game. So Ryan does have really good ball reaction. So Ryan has good ball reaction.
Yes.
What if you were Ron at this point? What's your game plan?
My game plan is I would still be going with the UFO on lane 3 and just figure out how I can line myself up over in the strike, because lane 4, he's pretty well close. He knows what he wants to do in that lane. 3 has him puzzled. I'd make the move on the first shot, 4-2 move, see what the ball does, and try to figure out where I go from there.
Now, do you think he threw the Hellraiser return on
4.
lane 4? So, do you think he should trust the Hellraiser return on lane 3, like that? So
I would.
His last shot looked really good with the Hellraiser return. So do you think he should try that?
I don't think he has anything to lose by trying it on the very first shot.
Yeah, because he is
because
coming.
you see how aggressive that the UFO is on there, and this may not allow him, having where that he's got to do a drastic more move.
So I do think the Hellraiser return is going to be slightly stronger than the V2. So it might be good for Ron to throw that on both lanes. Now, yeah, I would agree that the UFO would look good if he he did make that move. Oh, he cut that short. A lot of 8. A lot of 8. Yeah, if you're interested in the scores from the last 2 games, scroll up. Allie's been posting the scores from each game. So game 1 and 2, we're on the house shot, which is Wall Street V2. Game 3, and then when we're done, game 4 will be on Eiffel Tower, which is the challenge pattern for tonight. And missed it. So he's going to have to really make that move and trust what is going on. He's going to try the Hellraiser return on lane 3.
I think he'll get a good shot out of this one here.
Yeah, he has to step up and trust a good shot. Wow, that didn't see it at all.
Nope, no negative.
Did not see it at all. So
Come out of it nice and smooth, but nowhere.
yeah, I think he threw that pretty good. So if I am Ron, I'll say it again. I'm going to throw the UFO. Make the 4 and 2. I'm going to throw the UFO because he can't get anything to face up and see it. So he needs something in his hand that is going to face up, and it has surface. So that's going to help him out here. But he needs to make the move, and he needs to do it now. Little right there. Nothing hurt with a little 2-pin. Shoot the spare and move on. So now, do you think that Ron should throw the V2 on the right lane?
Yeah, he had a nice reaction with the V2 on the right lane.
Mm-hmm.
And I would stick with that on the right lane. But this left lane 3, which has him puzzled, I still would, move farther. For him, move farther right, 4-2, get a little more deeper, get the ball out. The ball's going to come back.
Yeah, I mean, I think if he does make the 4 and 2 and makes a good shot, the worst thing that can happen is it's 9.
Right.
So I think that would put him at least in the right part of the lane.
Part of the lane, it worked.
Great shot. Great shot from Ryan there. Ryan is pretty comfortable right now. So he's absolutely lined up. Ryan is in the driver's seat this game. So Ron is actually throwing the Hellraiser return on the right lane. That was good.
That's great reaction.
That was good. So this will be interesting to see what he does here. He does need to make a ball change. I don't think the Hellraiser return is the ball, but he is going to stay with the Hellraiser return.
Yeah, let's go, baby.
He said, "Let's go." So
Good
he
stroke there. Good stroke. Good stroke.
threw a good shot there.
He didn't try to help that, but he's come on through it
Yeah,
nice and
he
smooth.
really laced that one. So that one was definitely more square than the last couple of shots have been. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with that. If he has ball reaction that's going to give him a little bit of misroom, or he has to hit a dime, because Ryan's ball reaction right now is very good. Very good. I would put that in the A category.
Yes.
Oh, he said, "I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere." So Ryan's got a double up. So 29 in the second for Ron, 40 in the second for Ryan. Both have doubles up. Oh, bang, bang. So Ron throwing that Hellraiser return. See if he can make anything happen here. As he needs to start stringing strikes. He wants to get this win. Ryan is playing more inside on 3. Yeah, that I would agree with that. That does make sense. Lane 3 does not hook as much. So that does make sense how he's keeping the tighter line. But yeah, Ryan does have a very good game. I personally really like how he throws it. So he is currently in the driver's seat with that 2-1 lead right now. But game 4 is happening now.
Yeah!
Well, Dustin, looking up there, seeing these strikes going, I guess I'm going to have to put one of my other little sayings in. It looked like there's a lot of clickety-clack going down the track here now. We got this soul train going.
Clickety-clack going down the track. Got this soul train going. All right.
Don't see nothing but X's for the mixes.
So we'll let Ryan throw this shot and give a little score update. We got a close game here so far.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, little in. Oh, no. Oh, no. He knew it was a little left off his hand. And unfortunately has a split up. But get 2. Get 2 here. And move on. Nothing much you can do about that. So he's going to try to go for it. Oh,
Yeah.
good try.
Didn't count.
So score update. 125 in the 6th for Ryan. If Ron strikes, he will have 119 in the 5th. So we got a very, very close game here. Further in, much better. Now that was a very, very big shot for Ryan, like especially mentally. I think we've all been there where you're absolutely acing them and then you just miss one just a little in, but he came back really, really strong on that shot.
Yeah, he's a strike.
Yeah!
So, Alex, Ryan needs a strike in the 7th. Got a little score change going. Gave Ryan a split in the 7th. We want to make sure that he gets that X that he works for. if Ron strikes here, this building's gonna erupt.
Yes, I would say so.
Yeah! Let's go, baby. Yeah. Yeah. We ain't going nowhere up in here. This ain't over.
That train got that locomotive rolling now. Got me rolling and going. Here's something interesting that they can kind of watch though. He has one ball, the UFO, that is way too much on the left lane, and on the right lane, the V2 was working fine. But then he went to the Hellraiser, and the Hellraiser what he needed.
Yeah.
And so he knew that he could get a little bit more out of that there. So he stayed with it and tried to make a better adjustment on lane 3, as opposed to back and forth for 2 or 3 balls. And now he's in the driver's seat.
Yep. Yeah, and we have to say he proved us wrong.
Oh, yeah.
We said throw the UFO, throw the UFO, throw the UFO, throw the UFO. He said nah. I'm
He
throwing
had one that was way too much, and the other one wasn't enough to get there. But then when he got with the Hellraiser out there doing what his name for it to do.
Yeah. Yeah, and I do think that was a good change for him.
Yeah.
Like
it was well, the other thing was it was about persistent in staying with what he trusted to throw.
Yeah.
And just make sure that he gets it right and get out of it.
Yeah.
You know,
I think
he's rolling the ball now where that if earlier in there he was launching it out there a little bit, and that isn't his game.
Oh, all right, 4-pin. Spare. Okay. We'll get a little score update after this shot here. See where we are at. 10 back. No, not even close. 7. Yeah, so if
64, 84, maybe 214. All right.
So that spare was needed. And that all but locks it up here. Yes, they are earbuds in Ron's ears. He's listening to music.
Yeah.
Nice shot there. 10 back.
So see, you got that lane, the lane came around for him. And the other thing about it, once you see that decent reactancy, then you build your confidence back up on that lane so you can get a little bit more consistency back into the game. And that's where he's at right now.
I would agree with that. Robert, I did not see your question. Looks like it's a Facebook question.
Good game. There you go. Good game.
All right, so these guys are going to go to our first Game 5 of the CtD Challenge Match series. We'll let Ryan go ahead and finish up his 10th frame. I'll give you a little bit of that score action now. So I'm going to let these guys move on over to lane 2. Come on down. We got strikes ablazing. So we had
2000.
Cincinnati is 3 hours and 50 minutes from here. Robert, sorry about that. It
Somebody asked.
did not mean to miss your question, sir.
That was the Robert asked. That was his question.
Oops, I'm in the way. Yep, so you just got to get turned on.
Who goes first?
Ryan started both games there.
No.
You guys want to flip a coin? He said Ryan can go for it. So that's what's going to happen.
No practice, right?
No practice. Jump right in. Water is fine. All right. Welcome to the CtD Challenge Match, best of 1. First match to get to 5 games. We got a good one out here, folks. Oh, he ain't playing. He ain't playing. So we've been around Ryan for just a couple hours. I'm not sure if he's the type of guy to show that emotion, but I would be really interested to see if he does. Tell Ron what's up, because these guys have to throw 12 great shots right now. He said, send it. Send it. The pattern now is Wall Street V2, and Ron is throwing the IQ Tour, and Ryan is throwing the Phase 3. Yeah, Ryan does look really composed. He is. I can tell that he is had quite a bit of experience as a competitive bowler. Just how he handles himself, how he gets up there and just trusts every single shot. All right, so Ryan got a double up. Ron stepping up, see if he can match that little double. Oh, that's got to not hook. Little left early, and saw that friction, and fortunately paid the price for it.
2 is 4.
Nope, 2 is 4. That is absolutely correct. Got to get 1. All right. So in a decisive game 5 match, a great match so far. These guys have bowled really well. So see who comes out on top. It's got a hook. Little left. Didn't have enough entry angle to come back. What's the difference between a house shot and a modified house shot? Modified house shot is harder. Generally, the ratio is lower. So if your house shot's 15-1, then the modified house shot might be 10-1. Something along those lines. All right, Ryan's got a double up here, going into the third frame. This is a big shot to start the match off. Looks like he fell off of it a little bit.
Get out of there.
Oh, he said, "Get out of there." Gave him that hit. Those are some things you need to be winning games. Robert, we appreciate you being on the team. Thanks for your kind words. We appreciate that. Ryan's starting out hot with that early lead. See if he can make something that. Oh, it looks. That was definitely in. That's a lot of 9. A lot of 9, but hey, run it down. 9 spare. Still got a good lead. So he is 25 pins up right now. We'll let him shoot the spare. Good spare. And there's the score after 3 frames and 4 frames. So Ryan's got a sizable lead to start. So we remember the last shot. Ron got it to the right just a little early, so he's going to have to come back with a good shot to start stringing some strikes. He really needs them right now. That might have looked a little too much. I'm not sure which IQ Tour he is throwing. He did have 2 down there, so I'm not sure where the third one went, or the second one went, excuse me. That one does look like the one with surface, so that's interesting. No, that's the V2. Oh, it's up there. Oh, it wanted to hit it.
It's in the gutter right in front of you.
All right. 4 frames done. 51 in the fourth for Ron, with Ryan having 99 if he strikes on the next shot. Which of the 2 lane surfaces is higher friction? The right lane on both pairs is higher friction. That is SPL from AMF. The lanes 1 and 3 are Pro Ambilane.
Two and four is what?
2 and 4 is SPL. This is higher friction.
All right.
Good spare. All right, so even if Ryan goes 9 spare here, he is definitely in the driver's seat. But lots of game left. Oh my, he knew that off his hand. Packed. These are both synthetic lane surfaces, and So CtD did not install the 2 lane surfaces. So the way it used to be is I believe the Pro Am lane was on 1 and 2, and then the SPL was on 3 and 4. But at some point, they decided to move the lane beds. So whether it be, I'm assuming, lane 3 swapped with lane 2. So they're all different. Oh, little split. Little split. Definitely makeable. Definitely makeable. This would be massive if Ryan could pick this up. Giving it a chance. Oh, good try. Good try. Big shot right here. And honestly, all of these shots. Oh, there's a big hook spot on that lane. Like if we're talking like, I don't know, big hook spot, this hook spot is big, like massive. So it'll be interesting to see what Ron does on that lane. Ryan's got great ball reaction again, so it'll be interesting to see what he does, even on this lane too, because he missed on this lane as well. I had that flat 10, I believe, the last frame. He said push. Oh, 8-pin. 8-pin. That was a great shot. He liked that one too. He said push, but it was still pretty close. Good spare. And let's get a little score update action going now. So 125 for Ryan in the 6th, and looks like Ron has 91 if I saw that correctly. So he's got 34 pins to make up. He has made up a small bit of ground, but not very much. So Ryan will have to step up here and see what he can do. 10 back would be huge, and there it is. Yeah, he's locked on that lane. That's absolutely right. Absolutely right. Ryan is locked in. He put the key in that door and locked it. Oh, that was absolutely aced. Absolutely aced.
Great shot there. Great shot.
So he's going to go to the melee jab blood red, something with a little bit of polish on it, something that's going to get through that hook spot, which is something that's absolutely necessary right now. Oh, absolutely. Ryan will get the lesson tomorrow. That's something that everyone, whether they win or lose the match, they will get for coming to the EC. So So Ron's got 201 out there still. Looks like Ryan, if he
35?
if he goes
No, 45.
45, yeah. If he goes 9 spare 9, that's, let me see if I can calculate this real quick. He's at the hook, and that's pretty much it right there. So as long as Ryan keeps it on the lane and gets good count, he'll be our winner for tonight's CtD Challenge match for $500.
All right. He's right there.
That's it. That is it. That's a winner. So, our winner for tonight's CtD Challenge Match. That is not right. I gotta change. 2, 2, 3 for Mr. Ryan Conner from Walla Walla, Washington. Huh? Yeah, oh yeah.
Yellow.
So let these guys finish up here, and we will get their thoughts on our match tonight.
Very good. Real consistent. That's the scene you had here. You know, stay pretty focused. You know. Oh yeah.
He's not just going to get it.
See, right.
What you're here for, right?
See.
You didn't come all this way for a goose egg.
There's my face.
It fell out.
Oh, it fell out. Well, we saw some really great bowling tonight on both pair of lanes. First time getting to a 5. Had to finish out in the 5th game for the winner. Very good.
All right, so we're gonna let these guys get wrapped up here, and we will go ahead and get their thoughts here in just a second. We're production on the fly, so I gotta get this camera set up. So the way I have this is bang. You guys are on camera. Don't make any funny faces. But yeah, good match, guys. I'll let you give us your thoughts.
So it was a great match bowling with you, Ryan. Thank you for coming out here. It's awesome to be able to have people that are part of our staff to be able to come to the EC, be able to come to have these challenge matches, and then ultimately be able to have some fun. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's about education. It's about helping bowlers become better. Today, it was a tough match for me. You know, the pair that was the house pair, I struggled a little bit on it the second game. When I went back to it, I was like, well, maybe I can make a little change and be okay, but the ball hooked too much for me on the right lane, which is one of the beautiful parts about coming to the Education Center, because even though it's only 2 patterns, it plays like 4 different lanes. So I want to hear your thoughts about that.
Bowling on a house shot, had good ball reaction to start. Started getting kind of a mixed ball reaction for me, made a couple ball changes. I switched to that nuke cell, left a flat 10, and I saw the ball roll out, and I just didn't like what I saw out of that, so instantly went in the bag. Phase 3 is a little cleaner for me, a little stronger in the back, and ultimately, that ended up being a good ball choice on that. On the Eiffel Tower, 3, I felt like I couldn't miss, and then 4, I felt like I was getting just a little early hook, and then I tried to, just make a small adjustment, like a 2-1. And I had it for a couple shots, and then I started getting the early hook again. But, it's all about reading your ball reaction and trying to learn from it, make better adjustments. But, great match. It definitely was not a blowout by any means.
Right.
And yeah, just, thank you for letting me come out and be a part of this. Thanks to everybody here at the EC. A lot of fun. Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, that's part of the whole deal. But the best part of the deal is that as a result of beating management, you get a nice check for $500. There you go, sir.
Hey,
Congratulations on that. This is one of the best parts about what we're doing at CtD. So, it's an opportunity for people to be able to come that are part of our group, to be able to come here, to be able to bowl, to be able to have some fun, to be able to win some money too. At the end of the day, you won $500, and tomorrow we still get to spend the day together, being able to do a little coaching and education. So obviously there won't be a whole lot of coaching and education because your game is pretty solid. You know what I mean? So there won't be a whole lot, and you whip my butt. So definitely appreciate that.
Unless we're out there on tour winning all the time, you can always improve, right?
That's true. So tomorrow, it'll be a good day tomorrow as well. But that's one of the best parts about what we're doing here. So, at the end of the day, it's about being able to help bowlers become better. So you can see the technology that we've got here. You can see the clutch. You can see the different lane surfaces. You can see that we bowl on 2 different patterns. So that all adds to the challenge of this whole single thing that we're doing here. If you're interested in joining this, if you're interested in having a chance to be able to come bowl myself or be able to bowl Dustin, as Ryan was able to do, all you got to do is join our staff. That's what it comes down to. You got to be part of the staff, get in the staff group, and you can be able to join us and be able to have a little bit of fun like this as well. Now, as a result of the beating that I took today, everybody who's watching is going to be able to get 20% off for the next 2 hours. So it's an opportunity for you to be able to grab some stuff, get some CtD products as a result of Ryan kicking me in the teeth. And I am graciously going to take this defeat, and we'll regroup, and we'll be able to do it again some other time. So the code to be able to get that 20% off is you go to ctdbowling.com first, and then what you do is you go to where?
You add what you want to the cart, and then the code is CtD CM20.
CtD CM20. So it's down here. There's a code right here. This way? Yeah. Y'all are messing me up. All right, what? It's right here? Yeah. What are you doing? So look, if you go right here, you can save 20% off of any CtD product. So that's actually stealing money. Ryan just stole $500 from me. So now you can steal some money too. You know what I'm saying? It's a win-win. So at the end of the day, appreciate you guys being able to come out to watch. Appreciate Ryan coming out here all the way from Walla Walla, Washington to kick my butt. And tomorrow we're going to have some fun with the lesson. Walla Walla, Washington. There you go. So I'm going to go ahead and give it back to Dustin, let him finish this up and wrap us up out of here.
So I want to get kind of your guys' thoughts on your ball reaction. First, Ryan, especially on lane 1, you went from the widow to the nuclear cell. And then you switched right to the phase 3, probably 2 or 3 shots. I want to know what you saw, because I think you went flat 10 face. I want to know what you saw that made you say, okay, I'm going to go to the phase 3.
With throwing the Black Widow, I noticed if I got the ball right, just because I have so much surface on that ball, it picked up really early, so I didn't have any miss room right whatsoever. For me, the move off of that was nuclear cell gets a lot cleaner through the front, still strong in the back end, but I think it was just a little bit too much, and I threw one good shot, and then, like I said, I saw the ball roll out, and I left a flat 10, and I didn't want to have to fight a ball reaction. And, when you only have 3 games potentially, you can't be spending half a game chasing ball reaction. So that's my take on that. So,
okay. So Ron. We're Where do I start? Lane 3 and 4. Senior and I said, throw the UFO. Throw the UFO. Hey, throw the UFO. And then you found something in game 4, but game 3, you were kind of chasing it. Is there a reason you decided not to move with the UFO? Like move right? Or what was your thought?
So the UFO on 3 and 4, that ball was one of my stronger balls that I had. Hooked a lot. The problem that I had was on lane 4, where there was more friction. I felt like if I threw that ball on lane 4, I wasn't 100% confident in what it would do. And I felt like I needed something that was going to be a little bit smoother off the friction. So I was like, okay, so let's go to the Hellraiser return because that ball's smoother. And then in game 4, I was able to use that ball and it was fine. So that was the problem. It wasn't lane 3. Like 3 was good because 3 doesn't hook. Like my ball never hooked on 3. So on 3, it was good. But on 4, I didn't know what it was going to do. I was like, it may hook, it may not. So go to something that's smoother, kind of bring the action a little bit earlier to me, smooth it out, and then ultimately would be able to give me a little bit better reaction. When we went back to 1 and 2, lane 2 became the problem because 2 was hooking just too much. And I balled down, made a couple moves, but it just wasn't enough. And Ryan was striking. So when you're bowling a match, you don't have a whole lot of time to make adjustments. You have to commit to something and do it. At the end of the day, I committed to a few things and they were wrong. As a result of that, I lost. As a result of that, y'all got 20% off. As a result of that, he got $500. As a result of that, that's how it goes. Like that's part of competitive bowling. And that's why I love doing what we're doing here, because it's an opportunity for you at home to be able to kind of learn a little bit about what kind of thought process is going on when the lanes are changing. It's 2 different patterns, but it's 4 different lanes. And because of that, they don't play the same. So you can't play 1 like you play lane 2 or 3 like you play lane 4. As a result of that, it really becomes a little bit trickier, and you got to see it today. So congratulations to Ryan for winning. You bowled really, really well. I appreciate the beating, and I know that the group in the CtD Challenge match is going to give me the business tomorrow. So I am fully ready to accept all of the beatdown that y'all going to give me, and I'm cool with that.
Nobody lost an ear.
No, and nobody lost the ear. Nobody lost the ear. All right, Dust, I'm going to take it out of here.
So good bowling to both of these guys. It was awesome to watch our first match to go to 5 games. So, again, great bowling to these guys. Much deserved, Ryan. You had awesome ball reaction all day or all night, whatever you want to look at it. So, thanks to everyone for tuning in. Don't forget, CtDbowling.com. Use that code CtDCM20 for 20% off until 11 p.m. Central Time tonight, Friday, March 12th. So until next time, we are back tomorrow. If you want to join in, we are here tomorrow, Saturday. I bowl tomorrow. Ron bowls Monday. I bowl again Wednesday. And then I bowl again Thursday. So lots of matches coming up the next week. Hope you guys can tune in and have another opportunity to get either 10 or 20% off on CtDbowling.com. So hope you all have a great rest of your night, and hope to see you all tomorrow for another